Hello! Today I've got another piercing video for you, finally, because I finally got a new piercing. It was like a year ago that I lost, more than a year ago probably, that I last got a piercing, but I finally figured out what piercing I wanted next. Because I do know I want more piercings, but I didn't know what I wanted next. Still want a bunch of ear piercings as well, but anyways, today I went shopping, and yes, I'll also film a shopping haul probably next week. But for this week I wanted to show you one specific thing, and that's the piercing. Yeah. I got it done at Queen of Rings in Rotterdam at Eendrachtsplein, and it was 50 euros, which is actually 25 euros cheaper than it used to be there, so that's good. As far as I know, that's quite the average price in the Netherlands for dermals, and quite frankly, I'd rather buy, I'd rather like spend the average amount of money on it than try to get it somewhere cheap, because in my opinion, I'm allowing someone to stab a hole in my body, so I do want to be sure that it's done hygienically and by someone who knows what they're doing. So yeah, that's why I always go to Queen of Rings, because it's the piercing shop where I got all my piercings done, and obviously they all healed fine, so yeah. But yeah, I'll just zoom you in so you can actually see the piercing. Okay, I hope my camera's focused on it. As you can see, it's here on my neck. The darkness around it, by the way, that's blood. So, you know, that'll just obviously get lighter once it's clean. I'll clean it for the first time this evening, but for now this is just, yeah, how it looks. And for those of you who don't know what exactly a microdermal is, you can look up photos on Google to see how the jewelry looks without, you know, actually being in the flesh. It's basically sort of a metal bar with holes in it, and then there's a little stick on it with a little gemstone on top of it, and only the gemstone is visible and the rest of it is all underneath the skin. Which sounds rather unpleasant, but, you know, it's like, right now I can't even feel it. Like, seriously, it's really not painful, but I'll get to that part later. Anyway, so that's what a microdermal is. You can pretty much get them anywhere. Like anywhere on your body, anywhere where you have flesh, you can get a microdermal, pretty much. Some people also have them on their face, but yeah, I personally, the reason I chose to get it in my neck is because I don't want it in my face, because, well, for one, I'm pretty sure I'd get caught behind it while washing my face, because I'm that clumsy. That's the reason why I always wear a hoop in my nose, because the studs, I just rip it out constantly. And with a nose piercing that's not that bad, because you can just stick it back in, but with a dermal, if you rip it out of your skin, that's it. That's just not good at all. So I didn't want to risk that. And also, microdermals have a large chance of actually growing out of the skin, and, you know, I figured if I once have a scar in my neck after like a year or two, I can live with that, that's no problem, but I don't want scars on my face, so yeah. Also, I didn't want it on my hands because, again, I'm quite clumsy, and also I work as a postman, so I'm constantly, like, at work, like, fumbling in mailboxes with lots of paper and lots of things to get caught against. Like, for that reason I also don't wear rings or bracelets to work. And even if I'm at home and wearing rings or bracelets, I am bound to get caught behind them at some point in time, and again, I'd rather get caught behind a ring than to get caught behind something that's actually hooked underneath my skin. So, yeah. Basically, my neck seems to be the safest place, and I also think, personally I think it's a rather nice place. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's something I don't see often. Maybe I'll get another one, I don't think I'll get another one on the other side. I might get another one right here, maybe at some point in time, I'm not sure yet. But for now I have this one. So yeah, I'll just let this one heal first. So yeah, that's my whole reason for the placement. And then about actually getting the piercing done, in my experience, like when I just started out with piercings, I actually it was a sort of weird thing, I wasn't even nervous for this one. The only thing that was on my mind was whether or not it would be too expensive, because like I said, they used to be 75 euros, which is why I didn't get them before. But now they were only 50, and I was like, okay, it's like it wasn't a sale or anything, just new pricing, so that's good. But yeah, anyways, I wasn't actually very nervous. It was only when I actually got into the chair that I got slightly nervous, but, you know, yeah, that's normal, I suppose. So yeah, I'll just tell you how things went with me, because in my experience when I got my first piercings done, it just really helped to watch videos of people just explaining what exactly happened, so, you know, I knew what to expect, so hopefully this will be useful in that way to someone else. So yeah, again, you know, this is obviously my experience and how it goes at the piercing shop I went to, so it might not go exactly the same at all shops, but, you know, it's mostly roughly the same in my experience, so yeah. So for a start, I had to, of course, fill in a form, just, you know, stating that I'm getting the piercing, you know, voluntarily, like I decided it myself, things like that. I actually, like the piercing shop, Queen of Rings, where I got it, actually has them online, so you can just download them, print them, and just have them filled in at home, instead of nervously having to do it there. I prefer that, so yeah. I printed it out at home and just had it done already. Also, of course, you need to check your ID card to see if you're above 16, yeah. Because in the Netherlands, below 16, you have to have a parent with you. And obviously the parent's permission to get a piercing done. But yeah, I'm 23, so I just had to show my ID card and it was alright. Then it's time to clean the area. So yeah, I just told her like that's the beautiful thing about microdermals in my opinion. You can get them at any spot in your body where you have skin. So yeah, I wanted it in my neck, so she just cleaned the part of my neck that I wanted it in, roughly, you know, just this whole area. And then she basically just made like a little cross, and the center of the cross would be where the piercing would be. And then just gave me a mirror and, you know, just let me check if there was like the place where I wanted it. I wanted it a little bit more down that direction, yeah. So yeah, she just made a new cross and yeah, that was perfect, so that was it. Then she put a clamp on my, well actually I had to like lay back first and just, you know, so my neck was in easy reach for her. And then she just put a clamp on my neck, which was actually quite, well, like, it wasn't more unpleasant than the piercing itself, but it was like more, I don't know. Like the clamp was more of a thing to me for like, I don't know, just really pinched and I was like, oh, okay. And then the actual needle came and it was just over within seconds. Like really, it's like a little, like those things to get like the inner part of apples out of it. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but according to my friends who were there, yeah, we all got piercings. Yeah, just really like those things to take out the apple core, but then really small. That was basically it, and she just scooped out a bit of flesh and just immediately then put the piercing in, and that's it. And then obviously she pressed it on and cleaned it and then put a large band-aid around it. Just to keep it, you know, like from bleeding. There's one thing with these piercings, I actually didn't bleed at all, like really, strangely enough. I did bleed with this piercing, I think, but I didn't bleed at all with this one. But it is a piercing that can bleed quite a lot, so don't wear white. I wore white, so I'm really lucky I didn't bleed, but yeah, you know, if you want to get this piercing done, then it's probably advisable to not wear clothes that are white or clothes that you really don't want bloodstains on. But yeah, anyway, so that was pretty much it actually. Like the whole thing was like over in like less than a minute. It was just really, really quick, which is really good. I actually expected it to be worse, and yeah, then the part where that everyone is usually the most curious about, did it hurt? Well, it did hurt, obviously, because there's like a little bit of flesh scooped out of your neck. But to me, it didn't really hurt more than like when you got like stung by a mosquito and you just scratch the little bump open. It's sort of like, you know, obviously it's well known that you shouldn't scratch those open, but sometimes I just accidentally do, and it pretty much feels like that. Although actually those mosquito bites, those scratched open mosquito bites, are more annoying than this. Because really, like, I got the piercing done and then we just went shopping, and for the entirety of the day, the thing that annoyed me the most was the band-aid around it, because it was constantly like, oh, I can't move my neck because then it'll fall off. That was just to catch any blood if it would start bleeding at any point in time. So luckily I was wearing a scarf, so, you know, no one saw this gigantic band-aid on my neck. But yeah, that was actually more annoying than the piercing itself. Like now it's off there, I can even carefully touch it. Not right now because I don't have a mirror, so I can't aim, but I just touched it just now, like before filming, and it doesn't even hurt. Like it just feels like it belongs there, which is very nice. I do sort of feel like there's something happens around here, but it's not sore. I don't know how it will feel tomorrow, of course, but for now it's not sore. It's not unpleasant. It's just, yeah, really nothing remarkable, which is very nice, obviously. So that was pretty much my entire experience with getting this piercing done. Also, obviously, I could choose what sort of jewelry I wanted on there, because it's gonna be in there for like 3 months or so, months at least, before it's healed. I'm gonna have to look up the exact healing period because I can't remember. But yeah, you know. But yeah, anyways, I forgot what I was saying. But point is, yeah, oh, that was it. I could choose the jewelry that I wanted in there, like the color of the gemstone. So I just picked one that was like clear, but with a little bit of a rainbow glow in it, because I like those. Yeah, that's basically the whole reason. And they fit with any sort of clothing, so that's also good. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I will do a video later on the aftercare of it, because she also said like after 3 or 4 weeks or so, gotta start messaging it in, like massaging it in, carefully. I have no idea how to pronounce this word. Point is to prevent it from growing out. So I'll just do a video on the whole aftercare in about a month or so from now. So if you're interested in that, then, you know, it'll be online in like a month from now. Yep. But for now, this is it. If you have any questions about this piercing, then you can always ask me. And, you know, as long as it's something that's, like, I can give a useful answer to, you'll get an answer. And if I can't give you a useful answer, then I'll just, you know, tell you that. Yeah. I hope this video was useful to some of you. I hope you at least enjoyed watching it. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! To make sure there aren't any crusts of bread left on it, because later in the pan they will get very, very hard, which isn't very tasty. And yeah, the easiest shape to do, as always with Easter,